Hello Leo and welcome back to Marion K Tarot, and this is going to be a reading for August 2024. So it's a general reading for any placements you have got in Leo. And happy birthday season Leo. I hope you're having a fabulous time. Obviously you will be being Leo, So what we're going to do is we're going to pull a card from the Reflections Oracle. They're mindful ritual cards, so they've been quite interesting for the ones that I've done the other signs for. And then we're going to be doing a tarot from the Book of Shadows and Alchemist Story Tarot, which is lovely, and clarifying with the good old trusty Rider Waite. Okay, so let's get stuck into it. So it's your turn for the zodiac to be all the planets to be highlighting you, and why not? Let's see. So this is interesting. Okay, so the card that's came here is it says react, respond, but react has been scorned out, has been crossed out, and respond has been written in a softer font. And what immediately comes to mind is, now, Leo, you won't mind me saying this, right? But we both know that you can be pretty fiery, okay? Because you're a fire sign, you're ruled by the sun. It's what you do. Your symbol's a lion, right? Now, if you have been in some reactive situations recently, where your default setting would perhaps go immediately to maybe have an argument, or to go or to roar like that lion that you've got within you. Maybe take a step back, maybe this is a lesson for this month, take a step back and respond as opposed to reacting. So take that maybe 5-10 minutes, or even if it's a couple of days, to ruminate on, maybe you've had an email or a letter or something, it was some kind of communication, and immediately your gut reaction is to go and just say something about it, just go in all guns blazing. But actually the right or the most beneficial response is to respond with a few to take some time, really, to take some time to respond before you go in really quickly. So that might be a theme that pops up in the reading, but we'll put that card there, and then we'll move this out the road, and then we'll have a wee shuffle. These cards have all been cleansed and shuffled already, but this we're just going to keep them. If the cards come back out, then we will obviously pay attention to them. Okay, so 3 cards please for Leo for August 2024, please. Okay, let's see, what have we got here? We've got Judgment, we have got the 7 of Wands, we've got the Page of Swords, we've got the King of Coins, we have got the 4 of Swords, we've got the 3 of Wands. Okay, just making this nicer up here. Then we have got the 8 of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the World. Wow, interesting, really cool energy. And at the bottom of the deck we have got the 5 of Swords. Okay, so let's see, let's have a look. I'm just trying to make sure these stay in the picture, these stay in the lens of the camera. Oh, excuse me, Leo. Okay, so what's this opening gambit in mind? This Judgment card here. Now, the way I like to see Judgment is it's an elevation. Okay, it's a rising up. And immediately, because it's your birthday month, Leo, or your birthday season, makes me think that come your birthday time, you're going to take some stock of maybe the last year, and see, right, okay, where can I level up? Where am I going to go for here? What does this new year, um, what am I expecting myself to do? What am I going to be doing? And I think, this Seven of Wands, which is Leo energy, incidentally, it's the last decan of Leo. And it makes me feel a bit like, well, you're having to defend the things that you've done. You're having to maybe kind of defend your position here and defend the choices that you've made this year. It feels like that energy. And then we've got this Page of Swords. So, by defending your energy, defending your passions, defending your choices, has led you to learn about new things and have new thoughts about how you encounter things, have new ways of understanding yourself. And I think that over the course of this last year, this last kind of solar return, if you like, there has been for a lot of you an opportunity to do that. An opportunity for you to say, look how far I've come. If you cast your mind back to your birthday last year and the position that you were in, even if you don't think that you've came really far, it could be the judgment thing or judgmentalness thing, where you're thinking, oh well, I've not came as far as I maybe wanted to, but you've made progress regardless, and I'm a great believer in thinking to ourselves, well, you go as fast or you make as much progress as you're able to in that time. And progress looks different every day. Some days you could feel like you can run a marathon. Other days you maybe feel like you can't walk to the store or the shop. It's like you can't walk 5 minutes down the road, sort of thing. And that's okay. That's okay to be like that. Moving forward, we have got the King of Coins, the King of Pentacles, Four of Swords, and the Three of Wands. Now, this Four of Swords right in the centre of the spread here. I feel like that's at the heart of the reading for you, Leo. And it's this opportunity to take some time out just to just basically have a rest, because it could be that it's a busy time of year. You could be on vacation, and you could be, getting kids back to school, etc. But please don't forget about yourself, Leo. You're one of the signs that's very giving. You're very loyal. It's like everybody looks up to you. You're the one with the plan, even though you don't think you've got the plan. Trust me, you've got the plan. So yeah, so take that time. Take that time to rest. Take the time to understand yourself a bit more, Leo. Maybe if that involves going to a spa, if it involves going to the hairdresser, I'm pretty certain that the hairdressers is probably one of your favourite places for a lot of you. But yeah, you've got that King of Coins, so just take that time to assess how you're doing, whether it's financially, whether it's physically, just your physical surroundings. What are your physical surroundings like? Do you have to take a rest? Are you maybe wanting to embark on a series of renovations, or are you in the middle of that? It can be incredibly stressful. Even renovations within yourself, if you're maybe on some kind of fitness journey, for instance, it just feels very much like take your time. It's like that old adage, Rome wasn't built in a day. Just take that moment, and then you've got that Three of Wands. So you've been putting things out there. You've been looking, and this Three of Wands, it could even represent deliveries of things. That's coming in quite strongly, weirdly enough, like things being delivered to you. So whether you went a bit OTT in Amazon, or you've ended up in some beautiful interior design website, and you've just thought, oh, well, I love one of them, and I love two of those. And if you're anything like me, Leo, we like a cushion, we like our comfort, and we like beautiful things. So that could be that, or else it could be things that you are waiting to receive from other people, as in, gifts. I mean, after all, it's your birthday season, this could be people giving you gifts. And then we've got this Eight of Wands, right? So basically what's happening here is you're leveling up. You're making a stand against anybody who is choosing or trying to make you feel like you don't deserve to. That's in the past. That conflict, it feels very much in the past. You've got a new way of thinking now, Leo. After that endeavour, adventure, some of you, it might have been really difficult. We've then got this harmonious role here. Now we've got this harmonious, the King of Coins, he's about success, he's I always think of the King of Coins like the head of a bank. It's very much, that's the kind of environment he likes to envisage. He's like sitting there, and he's just like surrounded with he's pampering, and he's fine wines, and just all the pretty things. But even the King of Coins has to take it easy sometimes, and let things, with this Three of Wands, let things come to you for a while. Instead of you having been out there, Leo, like getting things towards you, pulling things towards you, going and working. The Three of Wands, I feel like in this context, is very much about, right, put your tools down and let the rewards come to you. You've put enough work in, Leo. You really have. You've put so much work in to whatever projects you're working on. Now, we've got the Eight of Wands, which is Mercury in Sagittarius. So it's an incredibly swift card. Okay, so it feels like after you've had this rest, you will be back to your full strength, to your full potential, and then you can get things done. You can get things going. And by going, we've got the Wheel of Fortune in the World. I mean, I love the fact that these two cards have came out together. It's like things are changing because you're choosing to end things. It's like yeah, the wheel's turning finally. It's your time, Leo. After the really rough time that you've had recently, and it has been rough. It's been rough for all fixed signs. Let's be honest here. We've not had it easy. But in this perspective, I love the fact that, yeah, it's turning. It's just time. It's time for you to have fun, enjoy yourself, Leo. That in that way that you know how to do. You're encapsulating your inner fire. You're encapsulating everything it is to be you. And I think, for a lot of you, for the first time in your life, you're feeling a sense of contentment, even though there's still chaos. And for me, it's as if you are now, like, this is like a kind of figure here, and it's as if they've got like a window, and you're looking through this window, and it's looking through the window to what your life is like now, because you've been in the outside of it. So it's like everything here is, so here's your new life. Here's your new thing. Here's the window, the opportunity. So if you choose to end what's currently going on, or you're reaching the end of what's been going on, you now have this potential to go through there to that new kingdom. Okay. So that's coming up really strongly, and I feel like it's very much that energy whereby there's a kind of overriding sense, Leo, of, you know what, here we go, here's the reward, here's the reward for the hard work. The rewards are here for the taking. I absolutely love that for you, Leo. Now we're going to have a wee clarification here because there's a couple of ones I want to ask about. And I want to ask about this Judgment and the Seven of Wands here. We'll maybe look at the Page of Swords as well. Alright, so two cards have fallen out. So we've got the Empress and we've got the Knight of Pentacles. Now, the Empress showing up on top of Judgment and on top of this Seven of Wands. It feels very much whereby you've had to take a stand. You're the one who has basically culminated, the culmination of this growth, etc., has came from you. You're the person who has nurtured this. Whether it's a relationship or a work project or a lifestyle project or a physical space, you have been the catalyst that has enabled this to happen, and it's been slow at times. It's been hard going. I always think the Knight of Pentacles in this deck, it's like the horse isn't moving, but it reminds me of a Frisian horse. Frisians are like they're big horses, and whilst they can go absolutely fast, they're more slow, but they're very grand. And I feel like this opportunity now, it's been slow for you to get other people on board, or for other people to really understand what it is that you've been trying to achieve, Leo. But I think now you're finally, as I say, because of that World card, you're finally getting to that destination. And it's been slow, but we've elevated, the Knight of Pentacles. He's been on his quest, and he's brought the answers back to the King of Pentacles here, and I think that is a beautiful thing, Leo. It really is. So let's see, what else do we want to have a look at? Let's see. Yeah, I'd quite like clarification on this Four of Swords, please. What's the best way for Leo to rest? Right, okay, so that popped out. The Knight of Swords. So the best way for you to rest, is to communicate. It might be to write. That word came out. It's mainly because I see the Knight of Swords as the author's card, but it's you're expanding it and waiting in that communication coming forward. It's a lovely combination here with the Three of Wands and the Knight of Swords. But the Four of Swords is just like, it could be the Knight of Swords is the same person, and the Four of Swords, it's like he's in his way back for whatever quest or mission it's been, and he needs a rest. You need a rest. It feels a bit like that. So let's have a look and see. So, maybe taking some time out to read for pleasure, Leo, as opposed to reading for, educational purposes. But I always feel like even though you're reading for pleasure, it's still an opportunity to learn something. You can pick things up and information you didn't know about in fictional books as well. So let's have a look at this bottom row here. The Eight of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the World, because that's big, powerful energy, Leo. That's... I mean, why would it not be big, powerful energy for you? Let's have a look, see. Okay, so we've got the Five of Swords here, and again, this came up in the shadow card. That's came out here, and then we've got the Wheel of Fortune, we've got the World, and we've got the Two of Pentacles here. And I think the Two of Pentacles here is balancing that, choice. It's like trying your best not to get overwhelmed. Right. The Five of Swords showing up between the Eight of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. It suggests to me that whatever you're choosing to do, whatever you're choosing to move with, whatever, whatever endeavour you've got going on, Leo, don't do it too quickly. Don't charge in too quickly, or else it may lead to disappointments. Okay, and you may miss vital components of the task at hand. That's coming through really quite strongly. And then finding a sense of balance between, the overwhelm. It feels like it can be quite overwhelming. I think particularly because when you have been in a state of one particular state in life, if it's been like a challenging time, and then all of a sudden things start to change and you start to get over it and you start to have a better outlook, etc. It can sometimes be really difficult because you're expecting, you're waiting for the shoe to drop, you're waiting for the next thing to happen, and it can cause a sense of anxiety. But I think, this Two of Pentacles is just like, looking for that equilibrium, looking for that balance. And as long as you're open to it, then it'll be there. Trust the process, Leo. That's really what I'm trying to say. So I hope that was helpful for you, Leo. I hope that you could make some sense of that, and it's brought you some answers or some enlightenment that you've been looking for. Thank you so much for joining me here. It's been an absolute pleasure. Have an incredible birthday, and I will see you throughout the month for the week ahead readings and the next monthly reading. Okay, so take care. Lots of love. Bye bye.